Oh, you're very welcome back to the Daily Run. Honestly, at the Daily Rundown even, I'm so dying to get out what I'm saying. These two, they've kept me busy today, I have to say.
Bad workman blames our tools. Not that I'm just saying we're tools, but, well, I don't know.
Wow, you're doing my job for me here, maybe. Right, it's the last bit of the Daily Rundown for this evening, and it's time to look at some of the more unusual stories that have been making the news. Just to make sure you realise this is a fresh segment. I've not even seen these stories. If you're not that impressed, you can blame our producer Jack, but that would be mean because it's his first day and he's done a stellar job. He's done a
fantastic job.
Producer Jack is like,
last time I saw him, he was in the corner crying, but that's just first night nerves.
Pulling on his man bun, which we've discovered you can actually buy a fake one. You can buy a fake man bun, haven't we? We've discovered
you can buy a fake anything
Amazon
these days, guy.
Probably.
Do you reckon next time
I reckon you should get one. It's like £4 off Amazon or something.
Yeah. You'll have it in next time.
I feel I've created a monster now.
Yeah. Well,
let's
we'd
move
like
on.
to see that though. Right, the and finallys. Let's see what we have. 4 schoolboys were sent home on the hottest day of the year for wearing shorts. The school took issue with the shorts, which were PE shorts complete with school crest, due to their new uniform policy. But the 4 boys found a loophole. We love a loophole. For the rest of the week, the boys wore skirts to school, despite being told to remove them. What do we think of this?
Loved it. I read this earlier this week. I just think it's brilliant.
Genius.
It's not really anarchy though, is it?
It's
kind of saying, look, we're too
rules.
hot to wear trousers. You allow skirts, so we'll wear a skirt if we can't wear our shorts. My hubby works in an office, has to wear a long sleeve shirt every day, and a tie, and trousers, and a jacket. They've been allowed to take their jacket off.
Jeepers.
During the hot weather.
That's the kind of extreme end of office wear though, isn't it? Not being allowed to take your jacket off.
But the girls can wear open-toed shoes, long flowing skirts, open neck blouses.
Girls have more options in office.
But now then again, we had the story a few weeks ago, didn't we, about women having to wear high heels to the office and not wanting to, kind of wanting men to go in and try it out.
Speaking of which.
Sorry, can we get a good view of can we get a good view of what we've got here?
See?
These are weapons.
They are
weapons.
Self-defense and fashion all in one.
Yeah, but I guess you're not going to feel any sympathy for anybody who's complained about wearing a high heel when you're tottering around in those.
No, because I can walk pretty easily in
shimmy
in heels. That's years of drag for you.
The practice.
It develops your calf muscles.
But in the heat, like you said, going to an office, do we need more relaxed office wear?
Absolutely.
School wear?
I think people forget that we're born naked, right? So okay, we have to dress.
We are British though, Paul. We love
modesty.
forgetting anything about naked.
Yeah, but all it boils down to is you have to dress and you have to cover your bits up for modesty. That's it.
For people's well-being.
Why does it matter exactly
some people's
what you
bits
wear?
I don't want to see.
Why does it matter what you wear? If you're a schoolboy and you're really hot in school, why do you... It's not like you're wearing...
G-string.
Do you know what I mean?
Mankini.
Short. What's wrong with shorts? Rules like that, I do think, are ridiculous, and particularly when it can have an impact on your health.
It's the rigidity of it, really, isn't it? Though I think that's the problem. But doesn't this happen a lot with? In the UK and in Ireland, it's the same. If we lived somewhere that had guaranteed a hot summer from May till September, say for example, there'd probably be a summer uniform.
Probably, like they have on home and away.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking as my marker. Yeah. Those kind of checked dresses I always wanted when the girls used to wear. But yeah, we'd probably have a facility, wouldn't we, for this? But because we're not guaranteed the weather, same as when it gets to the rainy season, which is basically January to December. But leaves on the line, all that kind of. You're like, really? Why can't we not deal with extremities of anything?
It's that's another difference between Scotland and England. Scotland's kids come off actually at the start of the summer. They come off in June and go back in August.
16 degrees.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas English kids have only just come off, and the summer's more than half over now anyway. So if you're having your holidays when probably it's got its hottest, you might not have that issue as badly. But I think it's genius they wore skirts.
Genius, isn't it?
It's that should be that's enterprise. That's something to
be awarded.
Wasn't it great that they didn't have any gender boundaries that made them doubt that
they could even do it in that.
That they didn't even think about it. It was like, oh right, well if we can't wear shorts, we'll wear skirts then. No, oh no, the other boys will call me and
which is lovely, and maybe a sign of the times, because we've talked a lot about different gender issues in here, and there's a big movement obviously at the moment to promote tolerance. And it's the kids. These are our future, aren't they? So yeah, it's brilliant. It's great. Well done, guys. Right, let's go to another one. A plaque in the style of English heritage blue commemorative signs have been placed outside Boris Johnson's house. The plaque reads, Boris Johnson, 1964, Bojo, destroyer of cosmopolitan unity and passer of book, lives here, targeted at his position in the recent referendum. Honestly, people are coming up with more ingenious ways to just fight the power.
Again, another fantastic idea. The great thing one of the good things about social media is people who've got like a quick brain and a great sort of like trading one-liners can get this stuff out there.
Yes.
And that will probably filter to the recipient far, far more closely than it ever would have done before.
Yeah.
Because they'll all be checking to see what people are saying about them.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. And probably other people we were talking before about who are not as clued up, that are voting without knowing what's going on, they probably pick up more actual truthful, if funny, anecdotes about this, which is bordering on the truth anyway, than they will from anything else. You know, so if people at least get some of their ideas from online, that's still good. At least they're getting other stuff to think about and other people's thought processes.
Passer of the book is my favourite.
It's brilliant. It's great, yeah.
I do wish though that whoever did it had kind of asked for a bit of funding, maybe a crowdfunding thing, and made a real plaque, made of plastic or metal.
An opening ceremony.
What it does really was, it was perfectly printed, it looked amazing, but you could see the bumps of the brick underneath it.
Right.
So it was paper
that
had just been glued to the wall. I wish it had been properly, with 2 screw holes. And
Would you donate? Would you donate to that?
Absolutely. I can't stand Bojo. I cannot believe he's the Foreign Secretary.
Yeah.
I think that's some sort of like cruel joke on her part, Theresa May's part, to sort of like shame him into he'll take the buck for everything now, but in a way it probably serves him right.
I will say though, out of it, if we were going to look for a positive, there's been some fantastic memes and jokes just generally online, haven't there?
Yeah.
Just fabulous ones. Right, a small town in Colorado has been warned by officials not to drink tap water after the chemical THC was found in the water supply. THC is the psychoactive substance you would normally find in marijuana. Officials don't know how it got into the water supply, they say. What do we think? Is it high time that people were more lax about their cannabis? I don't know.
I don't know. I've often wondered about the water in here.
Yes. Can't blame it on the water, Drew. We're all fine.
That's kind of... I don't know if you ever watched the drugs programme on telly, Drugs Live, when Jon Snow was...
Oh, I did watch that. That's about 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, now, the reason that Jon Snow had such a bad reaction to the drug he was given is because it was THC heavy. Cannabis has THC and cannabinoids. And in equal measure, it's a pleasant high, if you like. Just THC would put you in a real panic. It would probably give you a really, really bad paranoid, which is what happened to Jon Snow on that programme, Drugs Live. So that, had it been THC and cannabinoids, I'd have been like, I hope they all had a good time, but that could have really freaked some people
how's it getting into the water though? Is this,
I know, that's because it has to be extracted from the plant. You have to take it out and chemically separate THC and
so you think it's someone's done that to sabotage?
That's what I do. Think it's. I mean, it has to be a sabotage. Otherwise, we don't want to start doubting the entire filtration system, do we? Because the first thing that came into my mind was, has someone smoked and peed? And I was like, hang on a second, couldn't that?
No,
the pee has gone into the sea and come back into my tap. No, that would not be nice.
That's definitely someone has actually actively extracted THC from marijuana plants and implanted it into the water supply.
Wow. Imagine all those poor people going around thinking,
it's still the 60s.
I would check
swirls.
I would check the area myself and find any new takeaways that had opened recently. Like if there was a pizza shop or a donut shop, maybe they're responsible.
Very clever. Let's squeeze another one in quickly. Well, we've a couple of minutes. After 16 years, we have finally found an answer to the most intriguing question of the 21st century. Who let the dogs out? Well, this week, the writer of the early 2000s party anthem has said it is, in fact, a man-bashing song. Apparently, the song is about women bemoaning men who have been rude, calling them dogs. So we've finally have our answer. How do you feel about that? I think that people might have thought it was the other way around and it was a rude song about women.
Yeah, because I'm sure I read somewhere that was it Jordan and Posh Spice.
That's it forever, isn't that exactly what came into my mind?
That's the spot, wasn't it? When they were both footballers' wives or wannabe footballers' wives or whatever, and she used to whistle "Who Let the Dogs Out" whenever Jordan did anything closer.
It's a low point for our Victoria Beckham as she is now, I guess. It's a low point because I've come round. I never used to be a fan, and I've come round to liking her, and I think it was quite mean.
I've also come round to liking Katie Price a little bit. I never thought that would happen.
I've had this conversation with someone else as well. Yeah, I think a few people have. I'm not there yet.
No,
but.
Well,
I think she's a great businesswoman. I think she's a great businesswoman. But I think that was very cruel.
It was a little bit.
That's bullying, you know.
It is a bit. Did anybody have we been waiting 16 years to find out this answer?
Oh, some people have been. Obviously, they've been chasing him down. What were they called? The
Baha men.
Yeah, the Baha men. Very good.
I did wonder for a long time who let them out. Why did they let them out? were they to be let out from?
There, and all our answers just in an instant.
I'm still wondering what the hokey cokeys all about.
We'll try and look into that one for the next time.
Okay, and man buns.
And man buns. Well, we're expecting you to come in with yours in next time. Thank you so much to my fabulous guests, Drew, Tosh, and Paul Burgess. We're back again tomorrow night with another daily rundown. Until then, from everyone here in the studio, have a very good evening. Good night.